Hello there, this is Photius, and welcome to Grim Dawn. We are doing a new build that I'm kind of toying around with. I don't know how it's going to go. We'll see. But the intention of the build is a like hyper regeneration kind of lightning tank sort of build, based mostly on savagery, but using a weapon that also gives a big bonus to the storm totems as well, so they will be kind of mixed into the build also. The main plan with it is going for the Veilkeeper set, which you can only get from Shattered Realm, and also using a very particular weapon. I should be able to show you that once I have the blacksmith, to show you kind of what I'm going for there, because it is a craftable weapon that can be used. But this particular character is going to be hardcore. He is in hardcore mode. You can actually tell up here, hardcore veteran. So that's what we're looking at today. He's primarily going to be using a two-hander, shaman, arcanist that comes out to druid is what we're going to be going for. And we're just going to go ahead and get started and start playing through. This playthrough is going to be different from the previous playthrough I did, mainly because I am going to use crafting with all of my available opportunities that I have, so all my recipes that I have already unlocked in hardcore, and I am going to press forward with like finding items and things like that. I'm going to do this kind of in a way of finding my own gear for the most part, if at all possible. The only exception is I am going to be using crafting as I go, with all recipes I have unlocked. I said that before, but I want to be clear. Like, I'm going to use things you may not have unlocked yet in your playthrough. I'm not going to like speed through faction reputation or anything like that. I think everything I have unlocked is going to be good enough to get through this. But hardcore, this is a I go until I die sort of thing. And the main focus again is going to be on savagery and storm totems. So let's go ahead and just kick this off. I am starting in hardcore veteran. This is not something I would normally do. I usually would suggest to someone just go ahead with normal, because you're going to kill things faster, things are going to be smoother. But I felt like we should kind of do a challenge as we start into this here. So let's get into these guys. The guy behind me there is the one I actually have to worry about. I almost died right off the bat. Awesome. You get a crit? I don't know. This guy is the most dangerous one of the pack, but we got to clear the other ones so you have a chance to beat him. Oh no, he probably hit me with Blitz. Alright, well, that's an excellent two-hander to start with, but we're going to go get the lightning two-hander out here. As I've said before, there are green items out here that you can go ahead and get that will help speed you along. This is no exception. We're going to go get the green item that I already know is out here. And as soon as we can get savagery, we're going to go ahead and pile into that. So shaman's going to be first. But we are going to go into our arcanist at 10, and I'm probably going to head quickly for the main defensive buff that arcanists have, Maven's Protected Spear. I think that's what it's called. Reason being, we're in hardcore, we need to reduce any damage we possibly can. So we're just going to get started with that, and that probably is something I'm going to pump up as soon as I can. Take this down. Got this pack to deal with. I luckily started with a two-hander, so that is not common. We more often get something that's not going to be very useful, but that's alright. Pop this on. We're going to throw items on the ground. We have no need of those, but this is our first piece of scrap, the first thing we're going to have. Don't forget to kill the grandfather clock. Very important. Not really, but I like to kill time like that. And I'm sitting here saying I'm going to pop into shaman as soon as possible. I definitely am. At one point, we're going to go ahead, grab brute force and savagery. This will be key to the build. We're getting as much health as possible, which isn't going to be an extreme amount. I think at in-game we're aiming for 20,000 hit points. The issue is we're going to have to do Shattered Realm runs just to get this build up. I'm not even sure if it's going to do well in those, because we'll just kind of have to see how it plays out. If I have to attack one enemy at a time, it's going to be a bit of a problem. So we'll see. And this is already better than what I've got, so we'll pop that on. Going with the lightning blade. Now, pretty much any two-hander is going to be fair game as we go. If we get something that has good elemental or lightning damage, we'll probably go with that. Nice attack. But I'm going to have to play safer here, since I am certainly in hardcore, and will have to be careful about what I do. Pop that on. Really wasn't much different than my other one. I'm not going to spend much time on yellow items. Let's actually put savagery on. Paying attention. Alright. Now, what you're looking for is anything that can help bolster you as you go. Again, this build's going to assume that you've played a little bit of hardcore already, at least got some recipes, at least got the recipe for some of the key items, which I will post the link for the build along with this video when it comes out. I'm probably going to be making these videos kind of one-off as I can. I'm going to focus on the caster for the most part, and then just kind of make these as I go. But I just wanted something else to kind of play into, and I wanted to go more like attack based, because the other one's much more caster based. So I wanted to kind of show some differences there in how it works. And this one also being hardcore, when he's dead, and we'll play something else. Because if he can't make it, it's either because of my own failure, or it simply is not a good build. Maybe it's just too hard to get up without having help along the way, which you can. Grimdawn's very good about that. Like, if you want to give this build all kinds of leveling items so you can level faster, go right ahead. Probably will be workable in that case. A bunch of rings already. And cap. Nothing, no real help there. Let's see if I can get my level before I go into the next little area. So yeah, with the caster, the Vitality caster, it's good. It'll probably go real well long term. I'm not very far through it at this point in time, but it will very likely hit 100 without any issue, and then we'll just kind of see how it goes from there. But I expect that one to be like a much better kind of leveling sort of build, like building up your account. So it's a very good like first time build. You don't have to do what I did in that video, where you try to get where you can get to the get to Homestead and join Kaiman's group before becoming a Necromancer. That's not totally necessary. You can use another build to farm it. But this, we are just going straight in, tearing through things. I almost wonder if I should use this, just because this could be higher damage right now. Oh, I can't. It's funny. Alright. We're going to go ahead and go straight for Modrigan's pack. We're going to get the regeneration going. And we'll probably raise this up early, just to go ahead and get or regeneration attack. It will also give us damage, so it'll help along with that. Might of the Boar is also really good. These total damage modified bonuses are basically like more damage to the whole skill, so no harm in that. And I'm using a two-hander, so it's fine. Let's do this for now. Regeneration is going to help keep us alive. And again, the extra damage is going to be handy. Now, the biggest flaw this is going to have is early on, I am not going to have access to real good AoE skills. I could use the lightning little mark. The lightning component for Lightning Nova. That'd be an option. Got any of those components yet? I actually do have a cracked lodestone, so I could use that once I hit 5. It might be a good idea early on just to make sure we can clear any groups that surround us. Just have an option, because it'll be a while before we have any other option to help us. It's one of those things, kind of, once we get going, we'll really get going. That's not bad. I'm going to just keep my current helmet for now. Yeah, we'll just hold on to this. Move on through. I'll probably move a little bit quicker through things and not show every little thing as we go. But when we do grab the blacksmith, we'll probably kind of head back. Try to show you kind of a little bit of what I'm going for. Now, the weapon is more of, I was trying to build around the weapon, and as the build kind of came together, I realized the Veilkeeper set, which helps boost upheaval, which we'll be using, also gave good bonuses to other lightning damage that we could use, and went well with a certain item. I think it's called the Storm Reaver. I think that's the name of it. And it seems like a pretty fun weapon that I don't imagine many builds would use, because it's a little kind of all over the place. Like, you know, giving you Savagery and Storm Totem. But it allows you to summon some more Storm Totems down at once, and I just thought that'd be nice to have, like, an AoE option with Savagery. Because Savagery is, I'll be real honest, pretty boring on its own. But I'm going to play it through, because as we go, we'll get that Storm Totem skill, and we'll see how that helps everything feel. Just to pop down some totems every so often, that'll help zap things a little bit. And we'll have wind doubles as well to help with the elemental. I actually did some work on the original build, which I kind of tossed together. I came back around to it and changed some things with devotions. I probably need to go back. Like, I'll post it, but I probably need to modify it. Some of the resists aren't quite where I want them, and some are a little higher than they need to be. Like, on this build, lightning resist gets up to overcap of like 121% over 80. So you've got an enormous amount of lightning resist, something like 250%. That is probably unnecessary, but might be helpful if you want to use them to try to get the item from the Modrigan guy. But I actually don't know if the build will be capable of that. I think it will. The Regen was really good, like at 20,000 hit points. If something does a lot of damage to you, it's gonna pop some buffs, and you're gonna go up to about 15,000 Regen a second. So 3/4 of your hit points every second being restored while the buffs are going. That seems pretty good. So it'll probably be a little bit of smacking things, doing fine, then get a big hit, and then go crazy and regen all the hit points and restore everything. So we'll see how that kind of goes. It'll be kind of a back and forth, but I think it'll turn out okay. Alright. So kind of classic thing I'm not doing is setting my levels. So we are going to go, we want to get through here because we do want to get to Storm Totem. So 1, 2, and Let's raise this for now. Some physical resist early. I mean, 3% is not a lot, but it's something. Is there a reason I'm not getting that? Two-handed melee or two-handed range weapon? Weird. It's not adding to the physical resist. Oh, probably savagery has to hit for that to turn on. Didn't think about that. Oh, and we'll put the correct lodestone on. Give ourselves some lightning nova. So if we get surrounded, we'll just pop that a couple times, and that probably would take care of the problem and go to town. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's quite good. Remember, don't steal green stuff. When they come get you, just hit it a couple times. Nothing crazy. Alright, that went very well. So that strategy works. That is better than I expected it to go. So we might use that for a while. We're going to be up close, so a little AoE is nice. Especially right there. And yeah, we're going to spend some energy. This build is going to be fine on energy, long term. In fact, it's probably going to have so much it's not going to know what to do with it. Just because of the Arcanus plus raising Modrigan's pack gives you all kinds of energy regeneration. So move up a little bit. We'll pop another point there. And part of the planned build goes for the Gaullus rings. So they're just so good. I like that. That seems to work well. And you know, it's 20% or so main hand damage. Just the scaling of it seems good, so that works. That's a way to make this pop off a little bit. Oh, don't get peeked on. Got peeked on. Don't be afraid to use potions. You're in hardcore. Don't want your character dying for no good reason. Okay. Let's check some things I hadn't looked at. This has good poison ash resist. That's a nice thing to have early. And the other ring doesn't give me a whole lot, so let's pop that on. And that two-hander does more damage. So maybe. Does it take 105? I don't know. We might keep ours just because of the stats it has are quite good right now. And yeah, we're in good shape. This is some leggings that good armor, but they're not really good otherwise. Shield, tone. Okay. So one thing I'm going to do first is I'm going to be using two-handed melee, so I don't really care about one-handed melee. I don't care about ranged. I don't care about dagger scepters. I don't care about offhands or shields. Just those components. And we'll always show double rare and uniques to make sure those are fine. We'll leave the other things on for now. This will narrow down our field of items, but right, like as we're playing, it'll be nice just to not have a sea of items to look through, most of which are like tomes and things like that, which we're not going to use. But I like to play my builds as intended, like as I intend them to be played. So we're going to go with the two-hander. Just pull up groups like that. Between my constitution and regeneration, that went just fine. Now, I'm not going to go in every little cave. There's a lot of death that could be in there. We're not playing to die, we're playing to succeed. Okay, we're getting there. This is going to give us Feral Hunger. Again, we're going for upheaval. So let's see here. That's quite a ways away. Part of this too is like, why not level with Primal Strike? No, Primal Strike's good. I'm not going to say it's not. I'm going to put the point there. And you probably could level just fine with it. I just want to play this build as I intended it to be played, with mostly savagery, and so that's up to you. Play how you want. That's the beauty of Grim Dawn. Other games you like have to play a certain way. There are certain core ideas you want to keep to. Like, for example, you want your resistances to be in good places. You want to make sure you're wearing the best armor you can wear, like those gloves are real good. And you want to make sure you use components and things like that. You want to give yourself every advantage you can, but there's no harm in saying, you know what, I don't want to play this guy like this because this feels too slow. I want to do Grasping Vines. Grasping Vines is a fantastic skill to level with, and I recommend, if you haven't tried it before, try it. It just clears the screen, like from start to finish. It's really good. It's really nice. I'm gonna pop this. I have a bad idea. Like, let's see how I do. I like that. Usually I don't like the lightning nova, but it actually works well for the style. Does it have electrocute on it? No, just lightning damage. Okay. It wants me to spam it, but I think, well, I don't know. Well, that's pretty good damage. Okay. Some Swalvers. Nice. These. Let's see. Attack speed's good, but our rings are probably a little better because they have some resist. It has resist, but I don't know. Anything special? The leggings are not.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, I know. I can't carry anything else. The helmet I like.
My inventory is full.
Oh, okay. Calm down. The helmet I like. It's got more armor and resistance and some defensive ability. We're going to take that. We're going to head on. We do also want to get this Tenacity of the Boar, because the one thing that sucks about Shaman is an amazing class. It's so good. Works for just about everything. But if you're playing Savagery, you pretty much need to get Tenacity of the Boar, because it gives... for this, it'll be great because it gives resistance, but in general, it's great because it gives offensive ability, which, as far as I know, I don't think the Shaman gets anywhere else. And you need that if you're going to be doing big damage, like going for crits, which this build is, even though in the screen, like, when you look at the stats, you're going to be like, I don't know about this build. It probably doesn't have enough crit. It will have enough to get the job done, because it's going to be lowering it enemies' offensive, or it's going to be lowering enemies' defensive ability. That'll give it the edge it needs to crit often enough. As long as we can get good, speedy crits with a two-hander, then Upheaval should do some pretty good damage for us. Alright, we're almost to 10 already, so that's nice. And there's a bunch of points to use. So we are going to go... I don't know if I want to raise that yet. Takes 5 points to get to Upheaval, and I don't think I'm be doing crits right now, but still. Let's let's do tenacity first, because it's real good. And we'll go from there. The flat offensive ability on that early might be really good. I mean, this is just working. Who's going to argue with that? I'm going to be using like some spell-like stuff later anyway, so it's fine. It speeds things up, and it feels good in melee, so you have something to hit everything around you. So the thing, the build will have like probably just enough leech, but it won't need leech as much as other builds may, because it should have enough regeneration to cover it. But that may be only when it gets Veil Keeper. It's kind of anyone's guess how it's going to operate before that point. But we have good options. We have at least 2 options that are craftable. Did I skipped a devotion shrine. Darn it. Not me to do that. Well, let's go do this. And I'll go get the rift, and then we'll go back and do the devotion points, because I forgot all about them. Oh man, that's gonna do damage. Alright. Let's take some of the supplies. We'll talk to the rovers down here. Yeah, we're gonna do what we can to reduce damage as soon as possible. Alright, take care guys. See you later. These guys. Grab the note. Get this. We'll see if there's anything in there. I do like those gloves because we do lose fire resist and armor, but they will give us some attack speed anymore. And they do still have resist, so we might grab those. Any little bit's gonna help us be a little bit swifter on our attacks. Our damage is not very good right now. That's mostly due to our weapon kind of sucks. It just is what it is. We'll get through. Right now, this Nova is going to be doing some good damage because it will power up as we level. So it'll give us a little bit more to work with. In the meantime, we are going to go fight these guys. Clear them off of here. Standing there may not have been the best idea. I probably should have kind of. Just trying to clear these guys quickly. Go helps. Feral hunger strikes help a little bit. Alright, nice. Let's do that part. Let me go back to yeah, I missed it. I may not do any devotion points in this video, just because I need to check my build plan and make sure what I'm putting where, and then I'll pop them in and I'll probably describe more. I'm just starting it, so I'm not terribly familiar with exactly what I want to do on the devotion points. But I did just rework it a little bit, so it's going to be stronger for us. Probably going for Rowan's first. So what I'm talking about here is where is it at? Rowan's crown here. This has a lot of elemental damage. Now that's not super good because I'm going to do lightning, but elemental percentage bonuses do boost the damage, and I do get some lightning damage from that. But this will reduce target elemental resistances. Basically, the sooner I have that, the better. It'll help me get through people who are resistant to lightning, which there will be a lot. There will be a lot later. Especially the ethereal guys. They'll have some good resistance ones. Jump between these, tear them apart. Thought that would bother me. No, those guys didn't either. Wonderful. Armor of Scorching, which is not
I can't
helpful.
carry anymore.
The War Sword is just chaos damage. Okay. Any junk in here I can just get rid of.
I can't carry anymore. My inventory is full.
Fine. We are full. Alright. We'll go back and get our experience since we have the next portal.
The dead attacks a creature? I need some time to plan our strategy.
Talk to people, get some points.
Welcome to my
Arcanist.
workshop, Riftgate. You don't remember anything? Excellent. We have to.
Okay. And how's our scrap looking? Okay, we're good on scrap.
Let's see what's left of my
Let's,
wares.
don't think we're gonna use any of this gear, so we're just gonna sell it. So I do want to keep all the components I can get. We'll sort inventory up a little bit. That's good enough. I put this on the outside because it's not going to be in my inventory long. I don't need that. Okay,
See
we're in
you
good shape.
around. I'll give you a good price.
Actually, was there a two-hander? It doesn't have to be lightning damage. Pretty much anything is fine right now. That's not too bad. That one has good attack speed. And is quite a bit more damage than my sword, so that's nice. And this one has aether damage of all things. This one is going to cost us 1,000. Sure. Oh, cool! I just sold it back to him. That's fine. You get the buyback cost. I didn't really lose anything. I go with that. Just for the physical, why not? And here's 145. Oh wait, let's start with it first before we go with using the points. Alright. We definitely want this into overload for sure. That'll be a big boost damage, but we want to get to Maven Sphere of Protection now. Alright, so Raven Sphere Protection is what we're going for to absorb damage. So let's go through this. We want this, so we'll go ahead and do that. 14 points, it'll take a few levels before we can get there. But that's our kind of main target right now. In the meantime, we'll agree to kill some guys.
Captain send you over? Impressed? Well, since I'm this...
Take care of the Slith. We'll go down and do this. Let me double check this here. So I did want Rowan's Crown, but the way I get it is a little wonky. Because, like, kind of pays for itself a little bit, but I'm going to need enough green to get Ultost one day. And I kind of think you go Spider, but I don't know if that's completely correct. I think I worked that out of the build because you go into, like, you go into Behemoth and, oh, there's something else over here. Anyway, we'll have to double check what the plan was for that. The goal right now is just survive, push forward, get skills we need. Oh, 145. There we go. It's a pretty good boost. I am gonna throw a crack Glowstone on it, just because the lightning nova has been handy. So see, this is kind of miserable right now. It's just taking a while to kill things. We have a 7% crit chance. It's not the worst. But I don't like these guys that steal life. I can probably kill them, but they're very annoying early on. Just because they have like 20% life steal, so they steal a lot of life. They usually will get their health back if you stand and fight them. So we'll see. Okay, that worked. And these have fire resist. They have vitality decay and stuff, but we don't use vitality. Alright, close to. Oh, gotta wear a ring. Let's see. It's not bad. I wish I had a resist on it. Might be usable, but we can't use it yet. See him steal all his life back. This guy can kill me all by himself. That's why these guys are so annoying early on. You don't have the damage. Any hit they deal steals like 30% of their life back. Okay. Hit. Back off. Hit. Back off. Hit. I'm just gonna whittle them down. This is such an amateur. Oh my gosh. I hate these guys. They're just so annoying early. Come on. He's just gonna chase me all around if I don't get rid of him. Okay, okay, come on. Come on. I'm tired of this. Come this way. See you later, chump. I'm just going now. These guys are just, they're so infuriating. Just like early on, your gear sucks, everything's awful. And they steal like 90% life. Are you kidding me? What stunned me? I'm getting a little frustrated. This is tragic. There we go. Gotta get like lucky on them. Those pants aren't better on the resist side, they are better in other ways, so. Remember, I had knives last time around and could clear this group up ahead, so I've got to be real careful how I jump into this. Yeah, I think it was a good choice to keep this. Just can at least kill those guys quickly. Yeah, right now my regeneration's not quite doing enough. So the also would be difficult unless I happen to look out and get a good weapon beforehand. That's not going to happen. Probably not going to see a good weapon on this until you start hitting blues, like level 15, 20, something like that. A troll, one of the troll bone crushers can work for leveling. So, there's some possibilities. I think because it's the first go through, we'll probably play a half hour more, then call it there. If you watch the whole thing, good for you. I don't know how it's going to go, to be honest. I could die in this cave. It'd be very fun if I did. Probably hilarious. But I do like that Grim Dawn's hardcore while you can possibly lose, you know, everything, you still can put things in the shared stash to give to your other characters, so you can kind of set them up so it has that, and also the crafting makes it that so that you still have like kind of meta progression of some sort, so it kind of works acceptably well to where it doesn't feel like completely unfair. Okay, there's the boss. There's the Sunder. We really gotta stay away from that. I think I'm gonna auto attack the whole time because for hunger will be a good damage boost. But it's gonna take a minute. Veteran enemies at this level, they just have too many hit points. They could have half their hit points and probably still be too many. This stump down here below me is going to have a better weapon in it. I know it. Because I'm avoiding it. I feel like I'm playing Titan Quest 2 right now. Just beating on things forever. I did play like a poison spread shot build. I have Titan Quest 2 as well, so I might make a little video of that here and there. But it doesn't quite draw me in yet, so I'm kind of fine to kind of let it slow burn. Blow a bunch of energy and see how this if it speeds it up a little. Oh, got sundered. Got right away. Just for a moment. Okay. Nah, my normal attacks do more. Oh, there's all the thorns. Maybe this will matter.
I can't do that yet.
Oh, I didn't get sundered? Must have missed. Ring of Cage Souls. Good resist. Doesn't really give me anything impressive, but it's probably better than mine. Interesting. 35 to 271. Pop crack loads. You get plenty of these early on. It's not a big deal. Feels pretty good. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, that works. Oh, you know what? I could go for early. I can figure out my build plan is Kraken. It's going to take the green and blue to start. And blue, I know I'm going to take Lizard, but that's only 4. Well, I'd start with a 5. It's okay. That's an okay option. And how am I getting the green from? Probably those other skills. Okay, we're gonna pull the trigger and go for Lizard first. This is not usually what I would suggest first, but it's fine. That extra regen will do a lot early on. Alright, so I got these. These slow my attack speed. I will pop them on because the resistance is really nice. And this has resist, so let's do that. I feel like I should use this. Yeah, my poison acid's really high, so which ring gets replaced? I think the weather ring. Yep, we'll just do that. Alright, I'm done in here. I've got more points. So, Arcanist needs to go up there, so... I don't really care to do that. If I could get Mirror, that'd be good. Inner Focus is good, but not right now. It's good, kind of good down the road. Upheaval, why not? The plan is to get Overload pretty soon, so a couple levels. We're already sailing.
You luck clearing out those. Well done.
There's my bag. Get this experience. Get this. Some scraps always welcome.
Good, you're back. You've proven. Follow the road.
I'll just do what this man says.
Go see
That
what's
seems
left
smart.
of Monwaz.
Oh yeah, I'm forgetting about just free experience up here. Got a note over here. We got this lady.
Greetings, Chad.
Doubt we'll need her skills, but we're fine for now. Okay, I got about 20 more minutes, so let's go back to Whitemire. See if we can get one of these Slith rings. They're very good early on. Guys we need to talk to for that are up that way. But we gotta talk to these guys first. I'll kill these mages. In a situation like this, get the mages out of here. So we can actually fight this guy. I think I can kind of just fight him. That's weird. I felt like getting it froze for long. Maybe he doesn't freeze for very long. Decent gloves, but my gloves are going to be holding their weight for a while. Oh, I'm getting some upheavals in there. Okay. Nice. That helps with clear, so that's good. Good to know. Don't think I've ever actually played the upheaval before. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, that was close. Alright, let's calm down. Resistances are awful right now. Let's play through. Interesting. Is that really better? Yeah, by hardly anything, but it says it's better. It's just faster. Don't think he'll heal once the other guys are dead. Okay. Whoa, what's this? Impervious platinum band scorcher as well. I'm not using. I guess I am using elemental. Energy, health, pierce, fire, elemental. That is a strong option. I'm going to replace this ring with that because I'm expecting to get the other ring, which will help with poison mastery resist. I don't want to turn that off just yet. Oh, this boulder's up here. I thought I found better ones. Oh well. I've Explorers also coming in clutch with a bunch of bonuses. Yeah, pop those on. Well, we're getting there. Yep, hit the underground cave, go to devotion point, move on with life. My apologies, I am very tired and starting to fade, so. But I think we can keep it going for 15 minutes, and after that, it's anybody's guess. Up here is cool when it goes off. Just send things flying, which is part of the whole point of this game. Just the crit at the end of the attacks is a little bothersome. Alright. Go for Shaman. Nothing helps there. More damage might be okay. I'm kind of thinking take the offensive ability boost. It's not a lot. It's something though. Gleaming bodies over here to check for things. Okay. And sometimes there's a chest or two up here. Get that devotion class for shit, sure. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it another 15 minutes, to be honest with you. Start this video kind of late. Oh, I was hoping to get the third Sith necklace. I only got 2. Yep, only have 2. Oh, wait. Oh, well, walked right past that one. Okay, well, we can at least get our resistance rings all set. These guys are like, what are you contributing? I'm saying I'm contributing getting smacked in the face with a hammer. Not quite up on the being powerful against lightning yet. There's that point. And all of my first boots have move speed. It's super nice. Circle is actually quite good here. Because I probably will get Wind Devils before too long. But in the meantime, our devotion point over here. Get some move speed, so that'll help quicken us a little bit. Nice. things there. Now I go turn this necklace and then I'm gonna call it. Guys, calm down. Okay. Man, see, I gotta do this while not sleepy. I'm just gonna die against these dudes if I'm not careful. Okay. Alright. I believe there's a portal ahead. Let's get that. Call it there. Whew. Okay, back to Devil's Crossing. I almost had a couple had a couple close calls. So let's go ahead and end here. And thanks for watching. And I really appreciate if you just enjoy the videos. Quite honestly, I just make them because I want to play the characters. If you don't know my logic in that, that's all I'm aiming for. So thanks for journeying with me. Take care.